the essence here is, do not show money in your account, huge sums of money. All right, like, don't just bomb money in your account and you are not able to show how you got that money. It is very, very important. If you fail to show that, it's a very big red flag. All right, a red flag, not saying a very big red flag. Now let's go to your educational. It's been long I make a video about Austria, but I believe this is the peak of visa applications, and I will be talking about the necessary documents for every country that you must follow. Now, for those of you who are going to be moving to Austria, please note that before I continue, please, are you enjoying the video? Press the like button. Let's get this video to 1,000 subscribers in 2 hours. All right, I know it's impossible, but not difficult, right? Let's go. So the documents you need in order to submit to the Austrian embassy. Remember, for those of you watching from Cameroon, there is no embassy in Cameroon, so you must move to Abuja, Nigeria. However, understand that you must do legalization in order for you to actually apply for the residence permit or the study permit to Austria. I have a lot of videos on this YouTube channel explaining all the details. I equally talked about legalization, which is critical component of your visa application. And of course, most of you already have your documents legalized because most of the schools would ask for legalized documents. So if you have, then that is fine. If you haven't, make sure you do legalization. And you cannot do legalization without your documents passing through your university for certification, the Ministry of Education or the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, then to the Austrian embassy. And before it goes to the embassy, there is something called verification that has to be done. Remember, all of this involve a lot of money. All right, like I always say, study abroad is a lot of money and you need to keep pushing. Now, when you have finished with that, it is time for visa application, and of course you need admissions offer letter from your university. There are a lot of schools I have talked about. I have talked about schools that will cost you just 363 euros to study in Austria. I have talked about schools that even refugees do not have to pay tuition fee. I have talked about schools that you can apply without legalizing your documents, and I have talked about schools that only need legalized documents. Now, when you get the admissions offer letters, it is now time, the documents that you need in order to study in Austria, in order to apply for your student visa or your residence permit to Austria. Please take a look at all of this, and please, while you are watching the video, click that subscribe button down here, all right, so that we get this channel to 50,000 subscribers before August. Thank you so much. Now, the first document you need is a copy of your birth certificate. But before I continue with the list of documents, remember that you can migrate to Austria with your family, all right? You can migrate to Austria with your family. There is a video I did a couple of months back about proof of funds to study in Austria, and there is another video I did about proof of funds, that the proof of funds to study in Austria has been, let's say, an update to study in Austria, because I noticed the money you need has changed, all right, according to the Austrian website. Now, make sure you check the video about updates to study in Austria in for funds. Now, I also want to draw your attention to the fact that the money, the proof of funds money, all right, those of you, I see comments like, Milton, can my mother sponsor me? He was the one to give me bank statements and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. No, if you have an admissions letter to study in Austria, make sure the money, I'm repeating again, please make sure the money is in your own personal bank account. I have been singing this for the longest time, since 2022. So if you say you haven't seen the video or you have not watched my video, then I cannot be blamed. I have a lot of videos on this channel to explain all of this to you. The money must be in your own personal bank account, and there are other documents you must add to it. Remember, the money should not be less than 12,000 euros. I am saying this and I will repeat again, it shouldn't be less than 12,000 euros, please, to be on the safe side. All right, even have more, it is your advantage of having more money into your bank account. Now, when you gather all of this, the bank statement is very important, your proof of funds. In fact, the money has to be in your account, and then you print the bank statement from the bank. Remember, if you have not been saving for a very long time and the money just comes into your account for once, let's just say maybe you get a loan from a bank, maybe you sold a property, maybe you took the money from your uncle, maybe you took the money from your cousins, then this is the right time for you to show where the money came from. First, let's go chronologically so that I do not forget anything. Your birth certificate, I already spoke about it. It is one of the documents that you need. Then your admissions offer letter is equally one of the documents that you need. Remember, without this offer letter, you cannot migrate to Austria, because only this offer letter is going to tell the embassy the reason why you are moving to Austria. I hope you understand this. Now, there is a document called bank statement, and your bank statement has to be for the past 3 months, and equally do not have less than 12,000 euros in that bank account. It is very, very important. You are going to be studying in a university that the tuition fee is not that. If you are studying in a private university, your tuition fee has to be different. All right, these are some of the things, the little things that you need to put into consideration. They are very, very important. Now, where you got the money from also matters. You need to tell the embassy how you got that money into your bank account if the money is huge sum. But remember, the bank account should not be lesser in age than 3 months. At least it should be 3 months old and above before you run the account details. All right, so the money going into that account, if it's too much money or huge sums of money, you have to bring documents to prove to the embassy where you got the money. If your auntie gave you the money, let your auntie write a letter of affidavit or a sponsorship letter to prove that, a letter to prove that he gave you the money, and you notarize the document. It's very important. I have a lot of videos about this. Then if your parents gave you, same thing. If the money has been coming from your job, bring documents to prove that you are actually working. All right, do you have pay slips? Provide that. Then if the money come from a bank, a loan, then you need to get a document from whosoever the money came from to prove that the person gave you this money. That's why the money is in bulk. I hope you understand. It's very, very important, guys. There is a video I did on this channel talking about revelations from someone from the Philippines. All right, she gave me permission to post that video. You can check it on here and listen to what she said, or the things that she said I should explain to you guys on this platform, so that before you migrate to Austria, you should know what she did. Now, you equally need affidavit of support. Like I already explained, whosoever is giving you the money should give you an affidavit of support, because it is very, very important. All right, your employment letters if you work. If you don't work, no problem. Your pay slips if you work. If you don't work, no problem. Your letter of attestation from your company. If you don't work, no problem. If you earn money from any social media site, make sure you print the site in which you are earning the money from. Then you explain to them in a letter that you are earning money from this platform and the platform belongs to you. Things like this will help you. For those of you who have properties, if you sold a property or if you sell your property to study in Austria, you need to equally show them that you sold the property, all right, or that it was your property that you sell. All right, so that they understand English is not really my language, guys. Pardon me, English sometimes. Anyways, so the essence here is do not show money in your account, huge sums of money. All right, like don't just bomb money in your account and you are not able to show how you got that money. It is very, very important. If you fail to show that, it's a very big red flag. All right, a red flag, not saying a very big red flag. Now let's go to your educational credentials. Are you going to be studying a bachelor's degree? If you have an admissions letter to study a bachelor's degree, then your WAEC certificate, all right, and the transcript if you have it. If you don't have it, then your WAEC certificate must be available for your visa application. It must be notarized and translated. All right, in fact, you must pass through the verification stage and legalization stage. It is very necessary and compulsory. All right, a lot of things are changing, so make sure you check the competent authorities, and remember that application done in Gabon and Equatorial Guinea is different from application done in Abuja. It looks like even the Gabonese and Equatorial Guineans are going to be moving to Nigeria to apply for a visa to Austria. So please, these are some of the things that you need to know, and pay attention to all these things. If you are applying for a master's program, know that you need to add your high school certificates and equally a copy of your bachelor's degree transcript as well. It is needed. The attestation and the transcript, very important. They are needed, and they are very important documents as well. Remember, you must translate these documents and legalize them. Sorry, you must legalize the documents. All right, legalization is very important. Even your birth certificate has to go through the Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs. Do not forget that. Very important. If you are married, you need your marriage certificate. All right, very important. If you are not married, then you need a document to prove that you are not married, very important. Your international passport is another document that you need in order to study in Austria. So during the visa application stage, of course, you cannot travel without a passport, so you need to show the passport. Now we have finished with all the requirements. I might have forgotten to explain, or I might have forgot some other documents. Sorry about that. I might have forgot some other documents to give you, but I want to say that if your money is coming from your job, you need to prove that you are actually or legally employed. All right, it's very important, especially if you are legally employed. That is an advantage you. If you've traveled before and you have travel history, that is advantage you. All right. So guys, what do you wait for? Again, what are you waiting for? Go and start the job immediately. Your affidavit of support must come from the person who is giving you the money. It's very important, or supporting you in any way along the line to grab this visa. So this is something you need to pay attention to, guys. It is very important. Now, if you have been wondering if Austria is actually a good country to study in, first thing I want to let you know is that the transportation system in Austria is top notch, highly advanced. All right, underground trains, subsurface trains, and whatsoever, bicycle, cars, and everything, they are well equipped and well advanced. So I don't think transportation should be a problem for you in Vienna, in Innsbruck, in Salzburg, or in whichsoever city you are. All right. Then healthcare. If you are a student in Austria, you benefit a lot from their healthcare sector. All right. They have these insurance policies that cover every international student. Hospitality in Austria is very much advanced. So please get your things done and apply for your visa. Remember, the embassy is in Abuja, Nigeria, and you may just need some additional search in order to pull through. All right, remember, if you do not have the required funds, your visa will not be granted. Please pay attention to this. It's very, very important. For the other documentations that I didn't mention here, please make sure you find them. This video is not sponsored, and I'm just sharing knowledge to guide you for your study abroad journey. With your study abroad journey, please make sure you subscribe and like this video till we meet again in another video. If I have any information, I will still bring it back here to you. All right, there are some few documents I was informed that they have been changed, so I'm still struggling to look at them. Then I will inform you in another video so that you understand how to go about the process. I hope this meets you well till we meet again in another one. Peace out.